Mahindra just dropped a banger. Behold, the all-new Mahindra XUV 3X0. The starting price of this compact SUV will have you questioning whether or not you really want to buy a Polo Vivo or a Suzuki Baleno because it comes in cheaper than both of them. But with all that said, let's take a look at its practicality, features and cost of ownership, and let us get started. Today we're kicking it old school and we're back at the dealership. Now this Mahindra 3X0 comes in 4 different models. On most of those models you can choose either between a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic. But before I tell you about the engine, I want to talk about the price because the pricing is where things get interesting. The entry-level model starts at 255,000 Rand and the top spec model that you're looking at right now comes in at 405,000 Rand. That's a price difference of around 150,000. The reason I say it's interesting is because irrespective of the model you choose, whether it's 255,000 or 405,000, you're still going to get the same engine. It's just a difference of spec and features. So depending on how you look at it, that can either be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on which model you're buying. But one thing I like about what Mahindra did is that they made 4 different models available. In that way, whether or not you're buying entry level, mid or top spec, there's a Mahindra 3X0 for you to choose from. Coming back to the engine, this outgoing model was also available with a proper diesel engine. That diesel engine was the one. Fuel efficiency, power, everything. But as things stand, there are no diesel options available on this new model. But don't let that get you down because the 1.2 liter turbo petrol engine in this one is very good. It's got more than enough power for most day-to-day driving and it produces 82 kilowatts and 200 newton meters of torque. In terms of fuel consumption, it is claimed at around 5.6 liters to the 100 and I was really impressed with how smooth this 6-speed automatic is. And speaking of smooth, this top spec model comes with the largest in its class panoramic sunroof. Well done, Mahindra. Well done. While we're here, in your interior you'll find 2 10.25-inch screens. One is your infotainment screen and the other is your digital instrument display. You get wireless charging, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and this infotainment system is a big improvement from the outgoing model because that Android system was a mess. This one is proper. As for the front seat themselves, they are manually adjustable but they are made of a leatherette material. In terms of comfort, I'm very happy with them. Moving on to the back, the practicality impressed me. You get rear events, you get a USB Type-C port at the back, you also get a proper center armrest, and even though this car kind of looks short from the outside, it's actually very spacious. And speaking of space, the boot. It has a huge load lip, like it's down there, it's deep. Underneath you'll find your spare wheel and all the equipment you'll need to change your tires. In terms of capacity, it is 346 liters and yes, over there it says XUV 3X0. I have questions about that name. I'll research it later. Now, as I mentioned when the video started, this specific model you're looking at is the top spec AX7 model. It comes loaded with everything. All the features I've mentioned belong to this car. Now, in terms of the safety features, all models get 6 airbags, but this top spec model and the AX5 Luxury both get the level 2 ADAS system, which means they have adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning, auto emergency braking, lane keep assist, and traffic sign recognition. Oh, and there's one more thing that this top spec model has that none of the other models get. A Harman Kardon sound system. Proper stuff. But don't let all the features in the top spec model make you think that the other models don't have features at all. For example, here's a list of all the 4 models and all the features they come with. If the list is not too clear for you, you can check it out on the Mahindra website to get a better idea. If you're interested in seeing what the other models look like, well, I can't show you. At the dealership, they only had the top spec AX7 and this one that you're looking at right now, the AX5. In the interior, instead of the leatherette, you get these cloth seats. And instead of a panoramic sunroof, you just get a sunroof. And the sound system is not Harman Kardon. But most people won't mind those things. So as I said, if you don't care about the adaptive cruise control, the panoramic sunroof, the leatherette seats, the Harman Kardon sound system, and all you want is to change gears, have the same engine, have the same practicality, you could literally save yourself 150,000 Rand Get yourself the entry-level manual transmission and drive happily ever after. But with that said, allow us to get to our cost of ownership, which is powered by Hippo. This top spec Mahindra 3X0 AX7L comes in at 404,999 Rand. On finance, that's around 7,918 Rand over 6 years at 12% interest. A full tank of petrol will cost you 884 Rand, and using Hippo, I got insurance codes between 1,000 and 1,800 Rand, depending on which model you go for. So using 1.8, my total cost of ownership comes to 10,602 Rand for this top spec model. And if you're wondering about the entry-level model, your total cost of ownership would be around 6,869 Rand. So please let me know in the comments, if you had to buy one of these Mahindras, would you go for the top spec model, or would you be content with the entry-level model and save yourself some money? Speaking of saving money, if you'd like to save money on insurance and compare quotes yourself, be sure to visit Hippo. I'll leave a link in the description and pin a comment in the comments below. Now, for some added peace of mind, Mahindra will give you a 5-year, 150,000 kilometer warranty and a 5-year, 100,000 kilometer service plan. By the way, if you've been watching this long and you still haven't liked this video, please like. If you still haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Support local YouTube, guys. It's the right thing to do. We're still on the road to 150,000 subs by December, so please share this video on your WhatsApp status, on your Instagram. Let them know there's a Mr. How Much on YouTube. With that said, we've come to the end of our review, and I'm hoping to get this car on test so I can review it properly for you. Today, it was just to give you a general idea of what to expect from this new model. So, from me to you, thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, take care.